Hi, and welcome to my channel, Politics 101. I do election predictions and talk about current events and how it is going to affect the election. Um, so, today's topic is what happened after the debate. Um, so, we're going to go through some polling, early polling, um, after the debate, and this should give us a sense of where everything is trending after the debate. I'm going to be using 538, and I'm going to be using the polling averages for 538. And as we can see, Biden is leading. But the debate was on the 22nd. On the 22nd, Biden was leading by 9.9 points. We can see that today, October 24th, he is only leading by 9.2 points. This is a 0.7% difference. Now, this may not seem like a lot, but in a presidential race and in the national polls this close to the election, 9.2, 0.7 points, is a lot. And once we get into the specifics, state polling data, I saw a trend um, in these states: Michigan, Florida, and Arizona. These three states in the early data following the debate sort of had, I would say, major changes in their trajectory in the race. And we'll be taking a closer look at them, and why I think these states are polling the way they are polling. Now, if we go into Arizona, which is one of the yellow states that I had highlighted, we can see that Biden had a very strong lead in September, with 5.3 points. This has since narrowed down, um, and on October 22nd, which was the day of the debate, he was leading 3.5%, which is not a bad margin considering that Donald Trump does need to win Arizona, and um, it is a essential part of his road to 270. But after following the debate, his lead decreased to 3%. Now, 0.5% might not seem like a lot, but in 2 days, this is a considerable amount of decrease in support. And unless Biden really gets a bump in polling, I think that this may really narrow up, and election day in Arizona will definitely get interesting. Now, moving on to our second state, Florida. As we can see, he is leading 3.1%. But 2 days ago, on the day of the debate, he was leading by 3.8%. This is a 7-point difference, which is almost a full percent. And in 2 days, this is a major shift. And Florida was sort of a state where if Trump won, his election chances would be good because he needs the state. But if Biden won the state on election day, the election would be over. And right now, I personally think Florida will go to Trump, and this polling is just enforcing that theory. Now, moving on to our third state, Michigan, where on the debate, Biden was leading by 8%. Today, he is leading by 7.4%. This is a 0.6 point decrease, and a pretty major shift, I would say. Not major, but a big shift, because of course this is not a definite amount, this is a trend, and trends usually last longer than 2 days. So if we continue seeing these changes in these three states, we could see a very different prediction this week, and on election day it will definitely be more interesting. Also on election week, since we are living in such interesting times. So Michigan, a state that Biden needs to win for his re-election, very important state, but if this trend continues, well, the safety of Michigan going to the Biden column might be in question. So this is what the electoral map looks like right now with all the polling data. And of course we see Michigan, Florida, and Arizona are all in the Biden column. But if they do switch, if the trends do continue, Arizona might become lean, Florida might become tilt, sorry, and Michigan might become lean. Definitely a something to look at in the coming week. Maybe not such a concerning sign for the Biden campaign, but definitely something that they should check out, and you might see Biden campaigning there in Arizona, Florida, and Michigan. That is personally what I saw in the data. You can check it out for yourself in 538, but that may be something that happens. Now, let's check out their path to victory without these states. Now, if Trump won Florida and Arizona, he would have 221 according to the polls. He would have to win Georgia and North Carolina and Iowa, of course. And if trends do continue and Michigan gets competitive, which I don't think it will, but if these trends do continue, Michigan could maybe be in contention along with Wisconsin, and without Michigan, Biden loses. And Wisconsin and Pennsylvania are both much closer than Michigan. So if Michigan does go red, probably Pennsylvania and Wisconsin will also go red. This would be like Hillary Clinton and 2016. That would be a very similar scenario to that. Now let's put all these states where they were before, and let's just say that these trends are just outliers in the data, and these percentages were brought down by nothing but outliers. Well, in that case, I think every day that we get closer to election day and nothing majorly shifts in the polling for Donald Trump, these states will just get more solid for Biden by the day. And the state, and I mean the election will get more probable to go to Biden. And that is what every pundit is saying and every election analyst is saying, because Trump is simply running out of time. But if we do see more of these shifts in maybe more states, we can see something happening for Trump, and maybe even a major shift. Of course, I think it's going to take much more than that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing and check out my channels for other videos. I believe I'm going to make a Senate forecast as well. So if you want to see the Senate forecast, go check that out. Thanks for watching, and come back.